Welcome to Sleepytime Stories. My name is Brooke, and I'll be your narrator tonight. Thank you for joining me on our trip to a sweet little bakery called Midnight Delights. Before we begin our story, I invite you to take a moment to get comfortable in your bed. Fluff your pillow. Get comfy under your blankets. Maybe move your head side to side to release the muscles in your neck. Move your shoulders a little bit. Make sure your arms are in a comfortable sleeping position. And maybe stretch your legs a little, relieving the need to move them later. And when you are ready, you can close your eyes. And now take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. As you exhale, let your body soften and sink into the mattress below. Take another deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Feel the softness of your sheets, inviting you to relax completely. You have done all you need to do for the day. You can rest now. Allow your mind to listen to my voice and follow along with the story. And when you are ready, you will drift off to sleep. As the story unfolds, let yourself listen and feel, guiding you into a world of imagination. You are safe here. You can relax. So sink into your bed and prepare for a tale that will soothe your spirit and spark your dreams. Let's begin. In the heart of a sleepy town, where the streets whispered secrets and dreams danced beneath the stars, there stood a bakery unlike any other. The sisters, Layla, Maya, and Juniper, owned a cozy haven called Midnight Delights, where the sweet scent of buttery croissants mingled with the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee, wrapping every visitor in a warm embrace. The bakery, adorned with soft lighting and vases of pink peonies, exuded a charm that felt like home, welcoming patrons to linger late into the night. As the clock ticked toward midnight, each of the 6 tables nestled within the bakery held patrons, each lost in their own world of comfort and delight. At the first table, the couple shared a slice of velvety chocolate torte, their fingers rushing as they sipped on steaming lattes. The soft glow of the overhead fairy lights reflected in their eyes as they exchanged knowing smiles. They cherished the bakery as a retreat from life's chaos, a place where the world outside faded away, leaving only their laughter and sweet conversations. across the room, a weary traveler sat alone, cradling a warm mug of chai tea paired with a flaky almond croissant. His eyes sparkled with gratitude as he watched the sisters work, creating magic behind the counter. For him, the bakery was a sanctuary, a place to find solace after a long journey, where he could recharge his spirit, surrounded by the warmth of community. At the third table, two friends caught up over a shared plate of scones with clotted cream and raspberry jam. They marveled at how the bakery felt like a secret hideaway, a place where time stood still. The laughter between them was infectious, drawing smiles from other patrons as they reminisced about old memories and created new ones. The fourth table was occupied by an artist who was busy sketching the scene before her. With a cinnamon roll in one hand and a cup of herbal tea in the other, she was lost in the beauty of the moment. She loved how the bakery inspired her creativity, with its cozy nooks and the gentle presence of the two beloved animals, Whiskers, the fluffy calico cat, and Bella, the gentle golden retriever. Whiskers lounged in a moonlight-filled windowsill, her green eyes glimmering like emeralds, while Bella, with her warm brown eyes and wagging tail, made her rounds, accepting love from anyone willing to offer a scratch behind her ears. At the fifth table, a young woman immersed in a novel savored a buttery chocolate croissant. The world around her faded as she lost herself in the pages, yet she felt the comforting presence of the bakery enveloping her like a soft blanket. She was drawn to the way the sisters spoke to each other, their laughter mingling with the clinking of coffee cups, creating a symphony of warmth and camaraderie that she wished to be a part of. Lastly, an elderly gentleman sat at the sixth table, a soft smile gracing his weathered face as he enjoyed a slice of lemon tart. He found comfort in the bakery's ambiance, where the sisters treated everyone like family. He often came to share stories of his youth, and the sisters would listen intently, offering him company and kindness in return. As the night deepened, the gentle sounds of laughter, the clinking of cups, and the soft purring of Whiskers filled the air. Bella curled up by the fireplace, her head resting on her paws, while the sisters continued to create their culinary masterpieces, exchanging glances filled with love and laughter. In this little bakery, time flowed differently. It was a realm where dreams were baked into every croissant, and every sip of coffee warmed the heart. As the patrons savored each delightful moment, they knew they had found something special at Midnight Delights. A home away from home, where the aroma of pastries and the warmth of companionship lingered long after they left, wrapping them in a cozy embrace that would cradle them into a peaceful night's sleep. As the sisters poured their love and creativity into every creation at Midnight Delights, the bakery became a true treasure trove of exquisite baked goods, each more inviting than the last. The display case, glistening under the soft lighting, beckoned to customers with a mouth-watering array of pastries and desserts, each a testament to the sisters' culinary mastery. The star of the show, Layla's flaky croissants, were golden brown marvels, their layers shimmering like delicate petals. Each bite revealed the soft, airy interior, and the warm, buttery flavor melted in the mouth, leaving a lingering hint of sweetness that danced on the palate. They were often paired with a dollop of homemade raspberry jam, its tartness perfectly complementing the buttery richness. Maya's specialty. These croissants were filled with a rich almond paste, slivers of toasted almonds peeking through the flaky layers. Dusted with powdered sugar, they were as beautiful as they were delicious, offering a delightful crunch, followed by a sweet, nutty creaminess that felt like a warm hug. Juniper cinnamon rolls were a sight to behold, swirled with a generous amount of cinnamon and sugar, drizzled with a luscious cream cheese frosting that glistened under the bakery lights. Each roll was soft and pillowy, pulling apart effortlessly to reveal the gooey, spiced center that made every bite a comforting embrace. A decadent masterpiece, the chocolate torte was rich and sumptuous, with a glossy ganache topping that shimmered like the night sky. Each slice revealed a fudgy interior, dense yet incredibly light, providing a perfect balance of sweetness and intensity. It was often accompanied by a dollop of freshly whipped cream and a sprinkle of dark chocolate shavings, making it a favorite among loyal visitors. The scones, flaky and golden, came in a variety of flavors, from classic cranberry orange to indulgent chocolate chip. Each one was served with a side of clotted cream and homemade raspberry jam, inviting patrons to indulge in a delightful combination of textures and flavors. The warm, crumbly scones paired beautifully with the herbal teas, creating a moment of pure bliss. The tangy lemon tart was a vibrant jewel among the desserts, its bright yellow filling nestled in a buttery, crumbly crust, topped with a light dusting of powdered sugar and adorned with candied lemon slices. It offered a refreshing burst of citrus that danced on the tongue, leaving a cheerful aftertaste. Each mini fruit tart was a work of art, with a crisp pastry shell filled with velvety pastry cream and topped with an array of fresh, seasonal fruits: plump strawberries, juicy blueberries, zesty kiwi. The glaze that coated the fruit added a glossy finish, making them not only a feast for the palate, but a feast for the eyes as well. Delicate and colorful, the macarons were a whimsical addition to the bakery's offerings. Each one was a small, chewy cloud, filled with flavors ranging from lavender to pistachio, raspberry to vanilla bean. They were a perfect accompaniment to the coffee, offering a light, sweet treat that melted in the mouth. The pecan pie bars were a comforting twist on a classic favorite, with a buttery crust supporting a rich filling of toasted pecans, brown sugar, and a hint of vanilla. Cut into generous squares, they were drizzled with a caramel sauce, making them irresistible to those seeking a sweet yet nutty indulgence. The coffee cakes, infused with warm spices and topped with a crumbly streusel, were the perfect pairing with a steaming cup of coffee. Each slice was moist and flavorful, boasting hints of cinnamon and nutmeg that created a delightful aroma as they baked, inviting customers to take a seat and savor each bite. As the sisters continued to craft their culinary delights, the warm, inviting atmosphere of Midnight Delights became a sanctuary for those seeking comfort and joy. Each pastry, dessert, and baked good was a testament to their passion, transforming the bakery into not just a place to indulge in treats, but a cherished community hub where love was baked into every morsel. With every bite, customers felt the warmth of home, the laughter of friends, and the sweetness of life, making their visits unforgettable. At Midnight Delights, the selection of coffees and teas was as enchanting as the pastries that adorned the display case. The sisters understood that a perfect pairing would elevate the experience of their baked goods, and they curated a menu that delighted the senses and warmed the soul. Layla's passion for coffee shone through her expertly crafted espressos. Each shot was a dark elixir, rich and bold, with a velvety crema that crowned the surface. Served in delicate porcelain cups, the aroma alone was enough to awaken the senses, making it a favorite for those in need of a late-night pick-me-up. A symphony of espresso and steamed milk, the cappuccino was a masterpiece of balance, topped with a light dusting of cocoa powder or cinnamon. It was creamy and frothy, inviting customers to savor each sip as they enjoyed their pastries. The warmth of the drink enveloped the soul, creating a cozy moment of indulgence. For those who preferred a more leisurely experience, the French press coffee was a delightful option. Brewed to perfection, it offered a full-bodied flavor with rich undertones of chocolate and caramel. Served in a sturdy glass carafe, the customers could enjoy the ritual of pouring their own cups and taking their time to appreciate the bold aroma. As the night grew warmer, the cold brew became a refreshing choice. Smooth and slightly sweet, it was steeped for hours to extract its deep flavors and served over ice with a splash of cream or a hint of vanilla syrup. Patrons often enjoyed it alongside a warm pastry, creating a delightful contrast that was both invigorating and calming. Juniper loved experimenting with flavors, and her specialty lattes were a testament to her creativity. From a lavender-infused latte that was both floral and soothing, to a spiced chai latte with hints of cardamom and ginger, each cup was a work of art, topped with foam hearts or intricate designs. They were as pleasing to the eyes as they were to the palate. The tea selection was a treasure trove of herbal blends, perfect for those seeking a caffeine-free option. Customers could choose from calming chamomile, refreshing peppermint, or a soothing blend of lemon verbena and ginger. Each herbal infusion was brewed to perfection, served in beautiful teapots, and accompanied by honey and lemon, allowing the patrons to customize their experience. Maya's homemade chai was a popular favorite, steeped with a blend of spices that enveloped the senses in warmth. The rich spiced tea was served with frothy milk or enjoyed black, its fragrant aroma inviting customers to take a moment of devotion to their beverage. Those who savored it often found themselves lost in conversation or reflection, the flavors igniting a sense of connection. The delicate green tea was a refreshing choice, light and invigorating. Brewed from high-quality leaves, it offered a subtly grassy flavor that paired beautifully with the bakery's sweets. Served in elegant cups, the sight of the pale green liquid brought a sense of tranquility, encouraging patrons to pause and enjoy the moment. The classic Earl Grey, infused with hints of bergamot, filled the air with its aromatic notes. Served with a splash of milk or slice of lemon, it was a delightful companion to the scones or pastries, enhancing the experience with its sophisticated flavor. Customers relished the ritual of steeping their tea, allowing the rich aroma to mingle with the scent of fresh baked goods. Offering a vibrant selection of fruit teas, the bakery catered to those who crave something sweet and refreshing. Blends like hibiscus berry or tropical mango were served both hot and iced, bursting with flavor and color. The fruity infusions were perfect for an afternoon treat, brightening the spirits and adding a touch of playfulness to the evening. As the sisters served their delightful coffees and teas, the cozy atmosphere of midnight delights enveloped each patron, inviting them to linger a little longer, sip a little slower, and savor the delightful moments shared among friends. The combination of freshly baked pastries and carefully crafted beverages created a symphony of flavors that left everyone feeling warm, cherished, and utterly content. As patrons settled into their cozy corners at Midnight Delights, a gentle soundtrack accompanied the sweet symphony of clinking cups and soft laughter. The music played quietly in the background, creating an intimate atmosphere that felt both welcoming and enchanting. A selection of soft acoustic guitar melodies floated through the air, interwoven with the soothing strums of skilled musicians. The notes were warm and inviting, evoking a sense of nostalgia that wrapped around the listeners like a soft blanket. Each melody seemed to tell a story, its gentle rhythm creating a serene backdrop, perfect for quiet conversations or moments of reflection. Occasionally, the soft sounds of classic jazz standards would emerge, filling the bakery with smooth, sultry tones of a saxophone or the gentle tinkling of a piano. The improvisational nature of the genre added an element of spontaneity to the atmosphere, inviting patrons to sway slightly in their seats, lost in the rich harmonies and sophisticated melodies. Artists like Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong grace the speakers, their timeless voices adding a layer of elegance to the evening. Interspersed throughout the playlist were indie folk songs, characterized by soothing vocals and heartfelt lyrics. The gentle strumming of acoustic guitars and the soft harmonies of vocalists created a dreamy atmosphere that felt both personal and inviting. Songs about love, longing, and the beauty of everyday moments perfectly complemented the bakery's charm, enhancing the sense of community and connection among patrons. Occasionally, the music would shift to soft piano instrumentals, with delicate melodies cascading like raindrops. The piano pieces varied from contemporary classical to soothing contemporary works, providing a tranquil soundtrack that encouraged patrons to immerse themselves in their thoughts or conversations. Each note seemed to resonate with the warmth of the bakery, echoing the love and care that went into every pastry and cup of coffee. To further enhance the ambiance, subtle nature sounds were woven into the background, a gentle breeze rustling through the leaves, the distant sound of a babbling brook, or the soft chirping of crickets. These natural elements added a layer of tranquility, making the space feel like a serene escape from the outside world, where time seemed to slow down and the worries of the day melted away. Together, this carefully curated selection of music created a harmonious atmosphere at Midnight Delights, inviting patrons to linger longer, savor their treats, and connect with one another in a space that felt both intimate and alive. The melodies wrapped around the bakery like a warm embrace, enhancing the experience of each visit and leaving everyone with a sense of joy and contentment long after they had left. The decor of Midnight Delights was a delightful reflection of the sisters' personalities and their shared love for all things charming and inviting. Stepping into the bakery felt like entering a whimsical dream, where every detail was thoughtfully curated to create a warm and feminine atmosphere that enveloped visitors in a sense of comfort and joy. The color scheme was soft and soothing, dominated by pastel hues of blush pink, mint green, and creamy white. These gentle colors adorned the walls, creating a serene backdrop that felt both fresh and inviting. Accents of gold and rose gold added a touch of elegance, glimmering softly in the warm light and enhancing the bakery's overall charm. Beautiful floral arrangements graced each table with fresh blooms in vintage vases that echoed the sisters' love for nature. Delicate peonies, fragrant lavender, and cheerful daisies brought life and color to the space, contributing to the feminine aesthetic. The arrangements were often changed with the seasons, ensuring the bakery always felt vibrant and alive, reflecting the beauty of the world outside. The decor featured an array of vintage accents that added character and warmth to the space. Antique wooden furniture with its soft patina and intricate carvings. Each table was uniquely adorned, creating an eclectic yet cohesive look that felt both timeless and inviting. The walls were adorned with the whimsical artwork of charming prints showcasing the sisters' artistic flair. Soft watercolor paintings of pastries, whimsical quotes about baking, and playful illustrations of teacups and flowers created an inspiring visual narrative that celebrated the joy of food and community. Each piece was framed in an ornate vintage frame that further enhanced the feminine charm of the space. The lighting was warm and inviting, with delicate pendant lights hanging gracefully from the ceiling, casting a soft glow over the bakery. Fairy lights were draped artfully around the windows and along the shelves, creating a magical ambiance that twinkled like stars as the evening descended. The gentle illumination added to the cozy atmosphere, inviting patrons to settle in and relax. The display cases, crafted from reclaimed wood and glass, were not only functional but also decorative. They were adorned with handwritten chalkboard signs, offering a personal touch as they showcased the delectable pastries and desserts. The cases were lined with vintage-inspired plates and cake stands, elevating the treats to center stage and making them feel like treasures waiting to be discovered. Intimate seating arrangements were scattered throughout the space, with plush cushions and throw blankets adding an extra layer of comfort. Each nook felt like a special retreat, perfect for enjoying a quiet moment with a book or sharing laughter with friends. The combination of soft seating and personalized decor encouraged patrons to linger a little longer, making it a beloved gathering spot for the community. The sisters infused their personalities into every corner of the bakery, from the handwritten menus to the carefully selected books on the shelves that invited guests to curl up and read. Little touches, like a basket of freshly baked treats for furry friends, and a bulletin board showcasing local art, fostered a sense of community, making everyone feel welcomed and cherished. In essence, the aesthetic of Midnight Delights was a beautiful blend of feminine charm, vintage elegance, and heartfelt creativity. The sisters' love for baking and their passion for creating a warm, inviting space was evident in every detail, making the bakery not just a place to indulge in sweet treats, but a sanctuary where memories were made, friendships blossomed, and the sweet, simple joys of life were celebrated. In the heart of Midnight Delights, the warmth of family and love for all creatures great and small were evident in the thoughtful touches added by the sisters. The youngest sister, a spirited and playful soul, had a special talent for baking dog cookies that brought joy to both pets and their owners alike. The youngest sister's dog cookies were a delightful addition to the bakery's offerings. Made with wholesome ingredients like pumpkin, peanut butter, and oats, the treats were lovingly shaped into fun designs. From bones to paw prints, each cookie was baked to perfection, golden and aromatic, ensuring that even the pickiest pups would wag their tails in delight. A small whimsical jar filled with these doggy delights sat prominently on the counter, inviting customers to pick up a treat for their furry friends. The jar was adorned with a playful label hand-painted by the youngest sister proclaiming, "Positively delicious." This thoughtful gesture was not only showcasing her creativity, but also helped to foster a sense of community, encouraging customers to bring their pets along for a visit. The middle sister, known for her nurturing spirit and affinity for all things cozy, had a special routine that reflected her love for their beloved cat. In the evenings, she would set out a small, elegant dish of fresh milk in the corner of the bakery, right by the window. The dish, a charming vintage find, was adorned with delicate floral patterns that echoed the bakery's aesthetic. It became a little ritual that patrons adored, as they would often catch a glimpse of the cat lounging nearby, enjoying its milk and basking in the moonlight filtering through the window. The sight of the cat, content and relaxed, added to the charming atmosphere of Midnight Delights. Guests would often pause to pet the feline, sharing moments of affection that created an even deeper sense of belonging. This simple act of kindness reflected the sisters' belief that a bakery should be welcoming for all, including the furry members of their community. These thoughtful gestures, the dog cookies, and the milk for the cat, served as a reminder of the sisters' commitment to creating a warm and inviting space for all. They encouraged the community to bring their pets along, fostering a sense of connection among local animal lovers. It wasn't uncommon to see patrons chatting about their own pets while enjoying a coffee or pastry, sharing stories and bonding over the joys of pet ownership. In essence, the youngest sister's passion for dog cookies and the middle sister's nurturing habit of providing milk for their cat beautifully embodied the spirit of Midnight Delights. The bakery became not just a place to savor sweet treats and beverages, but a cherished gathering spot where the love for family, friends, and furry companions intertwined, filling the air with laughter, warmth, and a sense of belonging.